Hey guys, this is Colin again. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Hey guys, this is Colin again here from Beers to You America. As promised, I'm doing the holiday edition. I had a bit of trouble rounding out the last two from Hebrew and Tusker Brewery for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. But as promised, I did track them down, and welcome to the holiday edition of Beers to America. First off, we're going to start with Sam Adams White Christmas. It's sort of like the white lager that's got the same spices. Let me see on this label here. It's white ale blended with holiday spices, including cinnamon, nutmeg, and orange peel. It tastes very similar to their winter brew. Let's crack this open though so I can give you guys a better look at it. And too bad they don't have smell-o-vision, because that is one of the pillars of beer tasting. Pour some for you guys. The color is nice and golden. As with all Sam Adams beers, decent head if you pour it right. Obviously I did not. Zoom that in closer. It's a nice gold color, semi-cloudy. It isn't unfiltered, so you don't have any of those particles at the bottom. Now let's give it a taste. Again, you do smell those spices when you give it a nose. Alright, so if you like white beers, wit beers, this is definitely one for you. It's got a little bit of the spices in there. It's not too much of a bite. Very easy to drink. Definitely fits in with the winter holiday. So I guess out of a 10, I'm going to have to give that a 9. It's very easy on the tongue. It's not overbearing in its spice. I like the color. I like the smell. There's not much I don't dislike about it. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. This is by Hebrew Brewery. It is the Hanukkah beer. Hanukkah past the beer, to be exact. I found this and the next one I'm going to review at The Perfect Pour out in Ellicott City. This one wasn't too hard to find. The next one was very difficult to find. So let's give this a pour. And the bottle did say dark ale. I wasn't really expecting that with this. I always, in looking at Hebrew beers, I always pictured like Pilsners, amber colored beers, something along those lines. It's not too dark. You can still semi-see through it. It's about the same shade, as the bottle. It's a dark brown. Very good head on that as well. It is 8% alcohol by volume. So this definitely wouldn't be, your session sort of beer. Can't give much of a smell, get much of a smell from it yet because of the foam. So let's give it a drink, see what happens. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised with this one. It's got, like most dark ales, it's got sort of a coffee, sort of toffee taste to it. But again, not overpowering. It's a nice balance between the malts, the hops. For me, this is probably also like between that 8 and 9 range. For somebody who really isn't a fan of dark beers, this probably isn't the one for you. It does have that coffee taste to it, so it's not for everybody. But if for those of you that do like it and generally like darker beers, I would highly suggest this one. And again, this is by Hebrew, and this is Hanukkah Pass the Beer. I'll get one more look at it. And finally, we have Tusker, brewed and bottled by East African Breweries Ltd. It is from Nairobi, Kenya. Actually, I like the bottle design. It doesn't have much to do with the taste. I'm always a sucker for the bottle art though. And this is simple, but I like it. Wow. This I did not expect at all. I know it's a Pilsner, but it's very light in color. It almost, it's very carbonated as well. If you can get a look at that, a closer look, you know, I can pretty much see straight through it. It's very similar to, it looks like champagne almost. A decent amount of head, again, very white. This looks like champagne at this point. Kind of curious as to what I'm going to get into with this sip. It doesn't really have much of a smell to it. It's a very unique taste. Closest comparison I can probably make to this is something like Heineken, something like Beck's. It's very similar, even though, you know, it almost looks like water. It's very, very light, very crisp. This definitely would be a beer for, I would say, warmer weather, which would make sense since it is from Africa. And this one has me stunned. I can't get over this one. If you like Heineken, if you like Beck's, those sort of similar style German beers, I think you're going to love this one. Definitely a summertime sort of beer, I think. Alright, well that about wraps it up for my reviews. Let me do one more lineup. This is the Tusker, East African beer. This is the Hebrew Hanukkah beer. And this is Sam Adams White Christmas. And I want to take the time to thank you guys. This is something brand new. John and I have been trying. I've been wanting to do something for a long time, but we couldn't figure out what. And you know, we love beer, and we love talking about beer, so you know, why not do it for everybody to see? But happy holidays from John and myself. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe, hit like. And hit us up in the comments section below. We're open to doing more than just beer. We're all over the place, all sorts of randomness. So if you have any ideas, let us know, and we'll do our best to make it happen for you. Thanks again, guys. Happy holidays. And cheers.